Tavex, purity becoming one. Tavex, purity becoming one. Nuha on deck. Tavex. I'm gonna do a video that I really I don't think I have done. Tavex, purity becoming one. I don't think I have done a video. Uh, you know, Israelites, I never talked about fools, FOOL, or dullards. And I found one, and it was video worthy to expose and to show you guys. I know some of you guys like this guy. And, I'm just going to share with you some of his foolish words that some of you guys sheeply follow because he speaks eloquently, not like your Kohelet. So we're going to give, we're not going to give a long time because it's later by me. It's 10:35 by you guys. By you guys, it's 9:35, so it's a little earlier. We'll give people like 7 minutes to come in the room. This is not, and this won't be a long video, but this, I'm gonna show a video. Of course, I'm gonna give my commentary, give some scripture, but I think I did a video specifically on fools, so I want to do that. So we're at 1:35. We'll give like 7 minutes, 7.5. See if anybody comes in the room. Oh, excuse me. And we'll run with it. We'll run. We're gonna expose just one of billion crazy fools on the earth, but one that's directed to the Negroes, and that one got to be exposed. Remember, all skin folk is not kinfolk. That's why I'm making this video. Hope everything's doing. I know it's kind of cold over there in the East Coast. Oh, wow. I hope everything's okay. Hanging in there. We all hanging in there. We're at almost 3 minutes. So we got like another 4 minutes. And if nobody comes on, it'll just be me and a Nuha calling out the fool. J Simi. Tavex, purity becoming one. Tavex, purity becoming one. Tavex. Great to have you in. We're at 3 minutes, 29 seconds. I said like 7.5 minutes, 8 minutes to tops. Give people a chance to come in the room because I don't give any pre-video notifications. I just pop on whenever a video comes to me. I'm going to do probably a good video. This video is just like an FYI video. But it has to, I haven't did a video on fools, FOOL, or you could say dullards. I haven't did one. I don't recall. I knew I would know if I did a video about that. Tavex, Glory 8 in the house. That little boy said hello, Glory 8. So this video is not gonna be long. Excuse me. It should not be that long. But I'm gonna be working on a video. Tomorrow's my Hebrew lunar Sabbath. So I'm gonna start working on my video that I want to do for the weekend, either Friday or Saturday. I'm gonna start working on it tomorrow. during Sabbath, outside of studying too. That's what I'm going to do. And this video is just like an FYI. Some of you guys know it, but you need to hear it. So, I'm going to give my commentary. You guys can give your typing commentaries. I would love to read them, you know. So, my videos are my notes in my video. And I like this is why I put these videos on, because I like to know my video catalog has everything you need, or almost everything you need to be a Kohelet. Because all you have to do is study all my notes, and you know what I know. And talk to the heathens, talk to the fools, and that's what the video channel is about. And knowing that, 1 Samuel chapter 7, if you're going to return back to the Most High, return back to the Most High with your whole heart. Put away the strange God and serve Him alone. And this is only a Torah Tanakh only Hebrew channel. We don't deal with those other books, because a lot of you people don't got the old, what they call the Old Testament. It's called the Tanakh. You don't got this down. You don't need to be in these other books, and they got crazy stuff in them other books too. So, and the only Israelite Ebrites are the Negroes that have been scattered to the four corners of this flat earth, who only suffer the curses in Deuteronomy 20 and Leviticus 26. And no other people group on this earth suffer these forever curses in this system. We're at 7 minutes. I said 7 minutes, 7.5, 8 minutes top. So we got another minute to go, and we will start. We will have the two Hebrite princesses in here, Anuha and Glory 8, and JJ Semi. I assume JJ, your guy. So I have a king in the house, Hebrew king. And just because maybe there's only 3 people on doesn't mean that there's only 3 people live with us. You guys are the only ones brave to be coming live and texting. The other people, they're cool too, but they're not texting, they're just watching. So we will get it done quick, because I just had to show this. I'm like, anyway, I'll leave my commentary. Yes. Israelite, I found a fool. You're gonna expose him. We got Shelly Watkins in the house. Which version of your book do you have? It's old. This is an old. I think it's a JPS. Yes, it's a JPS. It's very old. It's faded, but you see at the bottom, see it says JPS Tanakh. It's very old. It's an old one. Very old. This is what it is. Well, this is what it's. My papers. It says a Tanakh, a new translation of the Holy Scriptures according to the traditional Hebrew text. Israelite, I found a fool. We're going to start. Oh, I even went over it. Beverly Bahista in the house. JD Israel, that's why I'm glad. And thank you, Shelly, for letting me stall me a little bit. so we can have other Hebrew kings and Hebrew princesses come in the channel live. I found a fool, and we're gonna expose him. Listen, great to have you guys on. I never did a video. I don't recall. I never did a video. I never did a video about fools. And when I saw this earlier today, I was gonna go, just forget it. Nah, I said nah, because I never did a video about fools before. And I'm a student of King Solomon. Solomon speaks a lot about fools. And I'm gonna read your comments. You can write whatever you want, write it. At the end of the video, I read all the comments. Whatever you hear, you have a comment about it, write it down in the comments, and I'll read it when the video's over with. Israelites, I found a fool. We have many of them. And the reason why I make this video is because some of you guys follow this guy. Some of you guys speak highly of this guy that I'm going to present to you. You sheepish, you like a sheep. You're following him like, oh, his words are so academic. Wow, so scholarly, eloquent speech. While your Kohelet is kind of rough around the edges, like ghetto type books. But I get the point. You get the point. So when I heard him speak today on this other channel, I said, I gotta share this because I know there's a lot of Negroes that don't realize skin folk is not really kinfolk. And what you guys don't, not you guys that are on, but I've said this on many videos, that the whole world is populated by Negro types. Those other pale albinos come later. So you believe that out of Africa, everybody's a slave story, myth. Some were brought from Africa. But North America, South America, Caribbean, South, there was already Negro types. But that doesn't mean they're all Shemite. They're Hamite Negroes. They're Japheth Negroes, Shem Negroes. The Jebusites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Amalekites, the Hortites, the Girgashites. These are Negroes back in the day. And then, you had some pale ones and stuff like that. But that's what you don't realize. So there's a lot of Negroes that are cosplaying, COSOPLAY. They're cosplaying. They're acting like, no, we're all the same. We're all Negroes, Hebrew, Shemitics. And this guy doesn't say, he says he's a Pan-Africanist. And I know you're going to know who I'm talking about. The motherland, blah, blah, blah. Listen, and this just shows that a lot of you guys don't have discernment. You need to be praying more and reading more and asking the Most High to give you discernment. When I first heard this guy years and years ago, I'm like, yo, this guy is a scam. He's a scammer. And he don't know what the hell he's talking about. I'm going to do some commentary while he's talking. This other guy's going to be talking, but let him talk because this is his channel. And he does videos about Africans, Pan-Africans, and Moors, and all these type of people. Because he has the vein that, the Negroes, a lot of the Negroes are Indians. They ain't Africans. Like they were indigenous. And I go for that. I go for, the real, the first world. And what I mean the first world, and they say the new world, but it's really the old world. It's the West, but it could be the East, like the Asia. Remember they say Asiatic black man. So I don't fight over that because we don't need to fight over. Is America the true, old world and this and that? I see evidence in both of the camps. So that's nothing to fight about. Put a dog in a fight with. Because Most High is not going to ask you, well, where's the real Holy Land? And he's going to ask. That's why I show it all the time. Hosea chapter 8, is Israel capable of purity? And Anuha's favorite verse, mine too, 2 Chronicles 30. Those who set their minds on worshiping the Most High, he gives atonement. When you read Isaiah 66, it says the Most High's sight is on the poor and brokenhearted, the ones who are concerned with his law. So, Joshua 24, undivided loyalty to the Most High. That's it. So when I heard this fool, and you guys know that I'm a student of King Solomon, I study Solomon's teachings. I write it down. And I said, hey, this guy is going to get me to talk about King Solomon tonight. I'm going to reveal a fool to you. Some of you guys think, oh, he loves this Negroes. Nah, we got enemies within the Negro, Black, African American, whatever they want to say, camp. We're all separate anyway, but they cosplay like, hey, they are brothers. We the same. No, we ain't. And you're a fool. And we need to expose it. So let me get into the scripture first. And then, you're going to hear, I'm going to expose a fool to you. And another word for fool is dullard. D-U-L-L-A-R. Proverbs 10, verse 18. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 18. He who conceals hatred has lying lips, while he who speaks forth slander is a dullard, a fool. And you're going to see that on this video. Proverbs 10 said, hey, this is this guy. And I want to expose him to you. I want to reveal him to you. Because I know some of you guys, hey, listen, yeah, he did a couple stupid things, but, he likes black people and all that. He's our enemy. And you're going to hear him speak. And I'm going to reveal why he's our enemy. You're going to notice it very quickly. Remember, the only leaders of Israel are Torah Tanakh Israelites and nobody else. The Negroes have been scattered to the four corners. We don't care about all the Girgasites, Jebusites, the Hittites, the Moors, and the Muslim nation Israel. Get out of here. Don't let nobody else be the leaders. Your leaders of old found in your Tanakh, the history and law book of the Israelites. And people, your brothers and sisters today, that set their minds on worshiping the Most High, that have undivided loyalty to the Most High, who are concerned about the Most High's word, know what is required, which is to reverence the Most High, love him with all your heart, with all your strength, fear him, and keep the commandments. Those people who know and adhere to those things, those are the leaders of Israel, true Israel, which only the Torah and Tanakh Israel, because it's only a small remnant. Those Messianics are into Christianity. You just say paganism. And that's the vast majority of Hebrews. So we are a small contingent of Israelites that fear the Most High, keep his commandments alone. Those are the leaders, not stars, movie stars, this fool that I'm going to show you that hates us. That's why that verse in Proverbs, from the wisest man that ever lived, Proverbs chapter 10, he who conceals hatred, you're going to see his hatred. It's going to come out of his mouth, because he's going to say, you don't need to get something. That's hatred. It's stupid, because his hatred is just so high and hidden from you. You think he actually loves you, but he hates you. And you know what? I think it's 1 Samuel chapter 17, Joab, the commander of King David's army. King David, I love King David. I'm just giving you an example. The Joab statement can go for this dullard, this fool, this Negro type fool, who's not one of us, but calls play that he's one of us. And it should be 1 Samuel chapter 7, 17. Joab, Joeb, the leader, commander of David's army, after he was able to kill David's son, who was trying to kill him and take the kingdom, what happened was David started crying when they were able to do it, when they did it. His name was Absalom. So when Joab killed his army, was able to kill Absalom and his army because they wanted to take over the city of David and kill David and take all his stuff and rule Israel. Joab said to David, because David started crying when Absalom was killed. He said, today you have embarrassed me. You have, he used another word, but it's similar to you have embarrassed me. Today, King David. He said, because this is what I see. He said, we sacrifice our life and our family and everything to save your life and your wives and your concubines and your stuff and your rulership. So he says, I see that you love the people that hate you and you hate the people that love you. He said, today you showed it to us while you cried for your son. I know he's your son, but look what he wanted to kill you. And that's what this fool that I'm going to show you, he does to the Negro people, the black people of the world, of America, because he talks America. He pretends that he loves us. And a lot of you guys love this guy. But he hates you. And you're going to see in this video clip. Proverbs chapter 10, verse 18. He who conceals hatred has lying lips. You're going to see him lie. While he who speaks forth slander, and he's going to slander the Negroes, but pretend he loves us. He who conceals hatred has lying lips, while he who speaks forth slander is a dullard, aka fool. Proverbs chapter 14. Keep your distance from a dullard. That's a fool. Keep your distance from a dullard. That's why I'm making this video. So you guys can unfollow him. Stop talking high regards on this dullard, this fool, this hater that pretends he loves you. Keep your distance from a dullard, for you will not learn wise speech. It is the wisdom of a clever man to understand his course, but the stupidity of a dullard, a fool, is delusion. He's delusional. He wants to make you delusional like him. Proverbs 18, verse 2. Proverbs 18, verse 2. The fool does not desire understanding, but only to air his thoughts. And that's what he's going to do on this. This is why I made this video. Because he's airing his crazy delusional thoughts of hatred. Hatred. Because, listen, I'm not too sure which president, Hoover, or one of these old United States presidents, government officials say, we make your leaders for you Negroes. And you guys forget that. You hear any Negro talking against us, trying to redirect us in the wrong path, the wrong way, saying stupid stuff about us, they are agents. They work for our biblical enemy. They are our enemy. All skin folk is not kinfolk. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I'm going to show you this clip. And you're gonna see, you know, like, yo, this nigga, he's a nigga. Some of you guys don't like my speech, skedaddle. All right, check it out. Let's reveal the fool hiding in a Negro meat suit. Let's reveal the fool and Negro hater that's disguising himself in a Negro meat suit. Fair use, fair use. 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. I'm gonna comment the heck out of it, and I want you to also check it out, Israel. And shout out to Mike TV. You know, he's an indigenous guy. You know, we could be indigenous. You know.
Education. As a native Black American and a member of the Muskogee Nation, I understand the importance of tracing your lineage. If you want to learn how to trace your genealogy and apply for tribal citizenship, go to nativeblackancestry.com to schedule a consultation.
They don't want you to remember this. You not no slave, you indigenous. Fuck how they painted them Indians. You went to war with the French and the British men. Quite frankly, you was kings Merovingians. They took the women and men, made them prisoners, raised up the children to worship their images, set up a lab to the genes and they mixed them, and this shit get way deeper than your pigment.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me get some fists and feathers in the chat if you can hear me loud, crisp, and clear. And we'll go ahead and get this party started. We've got Umar Johnson. Oh my gosh, Umar, Jermaine Shoemake, fake African, fake descendant of Frederick Douglass, fake doctor, fake psychologist, fake school creator. Insert here, insert here, insert here. The question of the evening is a rather controversial one, but it's a question that must be asked. Is Umar Johnson a government agent? Because I've never really heard any Native Black Americans speak against receiving reparations. I've never even heard, really, those that identify as Pan-Africans speak against Black Americans getting reparations. But for some reason, we have Jermaine Shoemake here, cosplaying as Umar Johnson, real name Jermaine Shoemake, by the way. He's just vehemently opposed to reparations for some strange reason, almost like he's on the government's payroll, and he's compensated financially to promote these talking points or something. But either way, one of my viewers sent me a video from Savvy Sabs. Let's go ahead and take a look at it.
Dr. Umar, a friend of the show, sent me this video of Dr. Umar, and then it caused me to look up another one. You know, Dr. Umar has always said that he supports reparations. He supports it for the entire, diaspora. So he's not in favor of lineage-based reparations, so to speak. Okay. But then, this video.
Wait. What does Umar Johnson mean? He supports reparations, but not lineage-based for the entire diaspora. So when these tethers are online talking about they should get reparations from America too, they getting this shit from Umar? They get those talking points from him? He's out there running around telling these African immigrants that they should get some of our reparations checks.
According to this, he doesn't even think that Black people, this generation, should have reparations. I kid you not. Again, friend of the show sent this to me. You can get ready to laugh if you want. Wood said, Dr. Umar goes full Sambo on the topic of reparations, LOL. Let's play through this once and then we'll chime in.
You are asking for cash. Your reparations list ain't worth much.
That's what I said.
Because your reparations list should put you in a position to make all the money you want on your own. What you need to pay out from info. But Black people are so worried about money. that we can't see the bigger picture. We also fail to recognize that reparations is not just for us living, it's for those gone and those not yet here. I ain't heard nobody talk about how much we're going to put to the side for the generations unborn yet.
Facts.
And that's why I believe.
Yeah, that's the classic Umar Johnson fuckery. Well, you know, reparations, like money, like black folks don't need no money. But matter of fact, if somebody needs some money, it's the ancestors. So we got to figure out how we can get, you know, a Cash App, PayPal payment to the ancestors over in the ancestral realm so they can get their reparations checks. And then we got to put some money to the side for the future generations that are not born yet. And then maybe we could talk about getting some reparations for those that are still alive. This Negro has to be paid by the government. There's no way he really believes the bullshit that's coming out of his mouth.
That this generation of blacks in America, we shouldn't get the reparations. We are too irresponsible.
Yeah, ready.
We were wasted.
Yeah.
Put the reparations in a trust somewhere until we get a more.
Negro, you better speak for yourself. Last time I checked, you've been crowdfunding millions of dollars for a school you still never built. Since 2012, you've been raising millions for a school that still ain't built. God is a bando in the project somewhere down the street from a prison. And you gonna tell us we're irresponsible with money? Damn, if y'all haven't checked out the documentary I did on Umar Johnson, go ahead and check out the homepage of my channel. Just search Umar Johnson. I've done a lot of work on him. Lord, guys, this dude has like 2 or 3 kids floating around. Perpetual womanizer, Pan-African pseudo-babbler, and he's gonna lecture us about finances?
More revolutionary, more conscious group of blacks. Let them decide what to do with it. We ain't there. Look at all the bunny hopping that we do. What we doing with reparations?
Easter Sunday.
No. So we can blow the money. I had a sister text me one day. You know what she said? Can you stop talking against reparations because I need that money to pay my bills?
Oh man, short-minded.
Reparations is to repair, not to pay your damn weeds bill.
Fix my debt.
Oh man.
Okay, let's chime in,
You
folks.
are asking cash to your reparations work money.
That's what I said.
Because your reparations list should put you in a position to make all the money you want on your own. What you need to pay out from import. But black people are so worried about money that we can't see the bigger picture. We also fail to recognize that reparations is not just for us living, it's for those gone and those not yet here.
So let's talk about the cash part. I thought we've addressed this before. I don't know, but it's a debt that is owed. So if we go back to General Sherman's promise to freedmen at that point in time, the promise was 40 acres and a mule. Apparently this started to happen for some, but was quickly cut short. So of course did not happen for the majority of freedmen. The 40 acres is land, the mules, your transportation at that point in time, but land is net worth. That's a part of net worth. So net worth is what you own minus what you owe. So just think about all that generational wealth that would have been created if that would have happened the way it was supposed to. So think about that for a second. So he has a problem with the cash part, but it's a debt that is owed. I don't understand why. This is the part that just drives me crazy.
Guys, I want you to answer with honesty. Do you think Umar Johnson is an agent provocateur? I've never heard him talk about or speak out against Israel getting billions of dollars from the United States. He's never said the Israelis are going to mismanage their money. They should solve their own problems. I've never heard him speak out against the Ukrainians getting billions of dollars from the United States to fight Russia. He ain't saying, hey, them Ukrainians mismanaging their money. I think they should get their money tighter before we give them more. No, he ain't saying that. So it's interesting how every other ethnic group can get a handout, but when it comes to our ancestors getting rectification, i.e. reparations, And since our ancestors aren't alive to get it, guess who has to receive it? Their living descendants. Somehow that's an issue. I wonder, is Uncle Sam cutting your check?
I owe you $500. It's a debt that I owe to you. Now, you have the idea or you have the right to handle that however you want. If I owe you $500 and I promise to pay that $500 to you, you have the right to take me to small claims court if you want to. You can do these things. The problem for freedmen, though, is that we have a debt that is owed to us. And the most recent case that I saw was shut down. And that was in Oklahoma when the survivors of the Tulsa massacre, and yes, there are some who are still alive, they took the case to court to get reparations for their homes in their town burned down. And the judge rejected it, threw it out, said no. So what are we supposed to do? Is a debt that is owed. Let them go on.
I ain't heard nobody talk about how much we're going to put to the side for the generations unborn yet.
Facts. Facts.
And that's...
Pause. Go back one more time. I'm sorry. I don't like this line.
I ain't heard nobody talk about how much we're going to put to the side for the generations unborn yet.
How much are we going to put aside for the generations that are not born yet? So if I give you money, it is not my place to tell you how to spend it. Everyone say this with me. If I give you money, it is not my place to tell you how to spend it. That is
because truth be told, we've been donating to Umar for over a decade now. And we've been telling him to build that goddamn school, and he still ain't built it. Still ain't completed it. But he gonna pocket watch us? What? Focus on building that school, Umar, and stop doing these Pan-African little pop-up meet and greet speaking engagements like you're a traveling preacher.
Your decision. So if Freedman got reparations, it's really not his place or anybody else's place to say, okay, here's this money for reparations that are owed. Now you need to take 5% of it and put it aside in an account somewhere for the next generation. No. It's the same thing when people come to me and they say, well, I think that freedmen should have reparations, but I don't want to tell them how to spend it. So I think that money should go to Black community leaders. And I push back and go, no. I don't know those leaders. We don't know a lot of those people. They say give it to community leaders. Like who? Like Al Sharpton? We don't know a lot of those people. That's the other thing. And I'm supposed to trust that they're going to do the right thing?
Come on, guys. COINTELPRO 2.0. They assassinate Martin. They assassinate Malcolm. They say they have a fear of a Black Messiah. What better way to prevent the next leader from rising amongst us other than placing pseudo leaders within our community? Insert Umar Johnson, insert Tariq Nasheed. Two individuals who don't use their real government names, who use misnomers and pseudonyms, who both sow division within our community. Guys, let's talk about it. If we look at the signs, Umar shows all the signs of being an agent. I don't know if you guys watch that TV show Snowfall. I don't watch it. I've seen some clips, but I know it's about Freeway Rick Ross and how he was working with the CIA and all that stuff. And I know about the real life court case and the real life pact he had with the CIA so that they can fund the Contra rebels and all that stuff. But Freeway Rick Ross was an agent. He was working with the Alphabet Boys, the CIA to be exact. So if you were around in LA in the 80s, 90s, whenever, and y'all hearing stories and rumors, yeah, you know what? Freeway Rick Ross, one of his people got pulled over with the keys in the trunk. And yeah, the police let him out the next day. All these other people getting jammed up right up by the feds, but Freeway Rick Ross, he don't get touched. I mean, guys, typically a sign of a government agent is they can get away with shit that the average person can't. And they allow them to get away with it because they're serving a purpose. And them getting this special permission to get away with some kind of illegal racket, well, that's part of their prize for leading their people astray. Free Ray Rick Ross got government protection. He probably got to take out a lot of his rivals and shit because he was in bed with the CIA. Umar Johnson doesn't get convicted on the school scam where he siphoned millions out of the community. I wonder why. GoFundMe suspended him, thought it was a scam. The state of Philadelphia gave him a cease and desist letter, said he cannot raise funds in the state of Philadelphia anymore. But the government isn't charging him with anything. Meanwhile, some content creators do a little 50,000, 40,000, 20,000 GoFundMe scam, and they get charged for that. They get convicted for that. Well, let's go ahead and get back to the subject of reparations, because at the end of the day, reparations is going to come. I don't know if it's going to come in my lifetime, my child's lifetime, or my grandchildren's lifetime, but we know it's going to come. And no matter when it comes, you can do the first step to making sure you're prepared, because reparations is going to be a lineage-based claim. So whether it comes in your lifetime or your descendants' lifetime, the first step is tracing your lineage. If you have yet to trace your family tree to at least the early 1800s, go to NativeBlackAncestry.com. I'm here to help.
My name is Frances Tuck, and I contacted Mike from Mike TV on YouTube because I wanted to find out about my family's Native American history that I believed existed. Through the research that I was able to do through Mike TV, I was able to find out that our name is indeed on the registry. I had a consultation with Mike today, and because of his advice and the research that he has done, I am now confident.
Let's go back to the trust.
And the trust somewhere until we get a more revolutionary, more conscious group of blacks.
Pause. No other group was told to put the reparations in a trust somewhere until they become more conscious. When Japanese Americans receive, and they got cash reparations, when Japanese Americans received cash reparations, the question was not, are they conscious enough and ready for this yet? Maybe we should tell them to put it in the trust until they're ready for it. Or maybe we should put it somewhere to the side for them until we feel they're consciously ready for it. That to me is a stalling tactic. When I hear this type of rhetoric, when I hear people say, oh, you're not ready for it.
Agent alert, agent alert, agent alert, agent
you're not
alert.
conscious enough for it yet. To me, that's just a way of stalling progress. And I told you before about people that will do this, people that come into certain organizing or activist spaces that will try to stall the progress as much as possible. Because I'm sorry, that is owed to freedmen in this country. You can't sit back here all these years and just say, I know it's been a long time and I know you were promised 40 acres and a mule, but let's just put that money in a trust somewhere until you're more conscious and ready for it. This is, when I hear Dr. Umar talk about this to me says that he is there to delay the progress.
And why would he delay the progress if he wasn't instructed and compensated to do so? And we just had a Cash App contribution come through from Charles. Charles, thank you for the contribution. I appreciate you supporting the broadcast. You know, they got your boy shadow banned and demonetized, so folks like you keep the lights on, and I appreciate you.
That's an infiltration tactic, by the way, in organizing spaces. I don't know if you guys know about that. That is an infiltration tactic. That doesn't mean he's necessarily an infiltrator, but that is a tactic where people go into organizing spaces and they try to delay the progress as much as possible.
Let them decide what to do with it. We ain't there. Look at all the bunny hopping that we do. What we doing with reparations? Easter Sunday. I want to know. So we can blow the money. I had a sister text me one day. You know what she said? Can you stop talking against reparations because I need that money to pay my bills? Oh, man, short-minded. Reparations is to repair, not to pay your damn weeds bill. Fix my...
So you see this, right? Okay, and you can agree or disagree with him on some of this, But once again, it's not my place to tell you how to spend it. Here's another one here that was sent to me. Listen to this part.
That's where we're messing, even with the reparations movement. We're going to sabotage that.
Do you think that's a legitimate movement?
I was about to ask, do you think that happens?
Like, is that real? Is that political talking points to get black people riled up and at the voter booth?
There is an organization, National Coalitions for Blacks for Reparations
I've
in
heard
America,
of them, yes.
who I respect. They've been around for a long time. I think they have been drowned out in this conversation, although they have been the most consistent, put in the most work.
And I bet if we spoke to representatives from that organization, they would say cash payment reparations are due now. They wouldn't say no dumb pseudo shit about we gotta wait till we more conscious. We gotta wait till we stop snow bunny hopping. We gotta wait till we put something to the side for the future generations. No, I bet you that reparations organization is saying cut the check.
For reparations, I think they've been drowned out by this recent wave of utopian social media opportunists who are trying to hijack the narrative in the conversation for personal selfish reasons.
He said utopian. Oh my God. Who said it here? Where did it go? Oh, I just had it. Someone said something about this. Yes. Music World said that is very rich coming from a person always asking for donations for his school he has yet to build. Yeah, you're right.
I'm bringing it up to say reparations is a legitimate movement. It is as old as slavery. The first reparationists were Pan-Africanists. It was born a Pan-African movement. We've always had a fight for reparations since slavery. Now, this new age social media reparations conversation, I think, takes away from the seriousness and the integrity of the original reparations movement, because I think it's too much focus on I want some money right now.
Mm-hmm.
Who is he talking about here? Is he's talking about the social media movement of reparations? I mean, okay, so Yvette, for example, was just on here for the panel, right? ADOS is an organization. Like, I mean, look at it this way. Like, even if you don't agree with Yvette on everything, you can't say like, look, they didn't start an organization, and the organization has chapters like in different cities. I mean, at least they did. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can't say there was an ADOS conference. There was an ADOS conference last year. I mean, it's not like they're not doing anything. So if that's what he's referring to, I mean, when it comes to social media, like, yeah, they're on social media, but they're also building things. So I guess I just don't understand why he sees it that way.
I don't think the people carrying the conversation
hold on. I don't know
of the original reparations movement, because I think it's too much focus on I want some money right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the people carrying the conversation.
I hate when this thing does this. Where are we? 320. This is a YouTube thing. Sorry, guys.
Of the original reparations movement, because I think it's too much focus on I want some money right now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the people carrying the conversation.
Let me just do it.
Damn right, we focus on we want some money right now. What you talking about? That's the whole point of reparations. We needed that shit 400 years ago. It's overdue.
Of Black America.
Yeah.
When I go on social media, I keep saying people say, I need some money. So they're not thinking about slavery. They're not thinking about reparations. They damn sure not thinking about Black community reconstruction. They just want some money like a PPP loan.
Yeah, they
see reparations as a PPP loan. And you know what they're going to do with it? They're going to take that money right to white people.
Yeah, put it on Facebook.
Same day.
Same day.
Yeah.
So this seems like a stalling tactic to me, and I think that Lance brought up a good point. He said Yvette is a serious person building a legitimate reparations movement. Umar is out here chastising people for interracial dating. Yeah, someone put in the chat, they said, oh, invite him on. Seth said, just interview Dr. Johnson. Oh, he definitely ain't gonna come on here. Seth, I got love for you, but he's definitely not gonna come on here. But yeah, to me, I think that, again, I think Yvette has they've done a really great job. And I know it's not just her like by herself, but it is an organization. They've had conferences, like they do have different chapters and things like that. And when I hear Dr. Umar use this type of framing, it feels like a stalling tactic. And who's been in organizing spaces for different issues, I don't know, man. I feel like I can spot them now.
Come on, guys. If you're new to the broadcast, post your answer in the chat. Is Umar Johnson a government agent? Why else would he be speaking out against our reparations movement? It don't make no damn sense.
I feel like I can spot the people that's like, you're trying to delay progress. You're trying to stop it from working. That's why you're here.
Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about it. We've got a live caller coming from the back to the front. Is Ben. Ben, let us know where you're calling in from and what's on your mind.
Well, I'm in California. I just came past your live discussion. Was this regarding the statement by Dr. Umar?
Listen, I don't want to get, not to bore you because it was pretty interesting. Why I was showing you this too is because several callers came in and they were agreeing with Crazy Man, Fool, Umar, Goomba Boonga, Butter, African, Pan-African nut. These guys work for our biblical enemy of Psalm 83. They just cosplay. Nobody who loves the Israelites would say what he just said. Only a traitor, a fool, a traitor, somebody that's not us. Like, what's the song? They ain't like us. He ain't like us. And there's callers who said, like, they were like, I agree with him because, most of them live in projects. These are Negroes. These are not even Caucasian people. That's what I'm saying. All skin folks, not kinfolk. Because they live in the projects. They like rap music. They don't buy weaves. They don't care about the children. Well, like the new generation coming, the ancestors. They were agreeing with them. Number one, they owe it to us. The Indians, the post-Columbus Indians, because the original Indians were Negro types. They got casinos. They get money every month from the casinos and a whole bunch of other tax breaks and all this other stuff. The Jewish people got it, and they wasn't even here. It had nothing to do with here. Ukraine, the Japanese, they're saying, one of the callers was saying since we're not a nation, they gave the money like to the nations. They said, get the hell out of here. Those Japanese that were in internment camps, they got $20,000 a piece. These are demons. And they don't realize $20,000 back then was a lot more money, a lot more money now. 40 acres and a mule. You know how much money that would be for the people like me and you here today? Generational wealth. They stole that from us. They owe it. It's a debt. So only an enemy, only somebody from Psalm 83. And remember, I tell you, there's Jebusites, Hittites, Amalekites, Girgashites, Nishites, and Natsites, and Hivatites, and that. Those are Negroes like Umar Johnson, our biblical enemies, just with the same color. That's all. The enemy is within. All those Africans that come over to America, whatever, they hate us. They talk down us. They are with the top apex enemy. And as you heard, Umar is one of them. See, a lot of you guys follow him. That's why I made this video. He talks eloquently, and he's educated, and he's a doctor, and he's a scam artist. I saw that years and years ago. I never liked him. I could sense, I got, Spidey sense. I'm like, this guy's a con artist. just gotta talk to me for a little bit. I'm like, yo, this nigga's not good. And just all you have to do is just let them talk. The people talk, and they tell on themselves. So for any of you guys out there who like this guy, you're liking your enemy. He hates us, trying to get you to go to Africa where you don't belong, so that our apex enemy can hold on to the stuff longer. Most High is gonna sweep all this stuff away in his time, which we're living in the end times, and we have to wait for that. But these type of guys, the Uncle Ruckuses of the world, like Umar Johnson, that's an enemy talking. And I just want to share that with you. This is what this video. I'm gonna hopefully Most High, not me, Most High will download to me a good video that I got a couple ideas for the weekend. I don't know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Tomorrow's my lunar Sabbath. I'm going to start writing it, thinking thoughts and writing it, and then just let it go. So, I'll be giving you a teaching video on, I don't know, Friday or Saturday or Sunday. I don't know. But anyway, hopefully this was edifying to a degree, eye-opening. I want to give a shout out to everybody that came on. Again, Anuha, Tavex, JJ Simi, Tavex, Gloricate, Tavex, Shelly Watkins, Tavex, Beverly Batista, Tavex, JD Israel, Tavex, I guess Manny, Tavex, Damone for Yah, Tavex. I'm going to read your comments after this. I'm just seeing who's on. Okay. Let me see. Anybody wrote anything? JD Israel, to find the exact book, you must give us the ISBN number. Well, my sons and some other people I know, they got the JPS Tanakh, like a newer one. This is a very old one that I got. I'm gonna see if I can find the ISBN number, but I don't see it so far. Let me check the back. I don't see it in the back. Okay, yeah, okay. Here's the ISB number. The ISB number is 0-8276-0252-9. The ISB number is 0-8276-0252-9. The ISB number for the Tanakh that I have, the old Tanakh that I have. So hopefully this video was edifying. Let me see. All right. It's good to be here. All praise Shelly. It's good to have you, Shelly. Wise Coel, if your unique style works for you, as long as you get the message out to Israel, the Most High has got you. Thanks for the encouragement. Anuha, JD Israel, I call them double agents. Yep. Probably Dane Calloway is a clown. 2 Chronicles chapter 30. Correct. Dullard, fool. Manny, Tavex, blessing to Manny. Use fair use. Umar, another clown. Correct. That's why I put a clown on the thumbnail. If you look into Umar, That dude's parents says he ain't 1 ounce of African. He's a Hamite loving, tap dancing for the man fool. That's why I said I found a fool. The moment for y'all. I hope the Most High lays down the slap on him. Me too. Buffoonery. Beverly Batista. He said, you women are going to be, you don't need that money to pay your bills. You're going to buy weaves with it. He's a demon. I used to watch him, but the Most High called me away from him a while ago. That's why I'm making it, because I know some of our people still like that guy. Oh, he talks very educational, scholarly. He's very smart. He's a doctor, isn't he? He's a scam artist. A lot of rappers are double agents. Yep. They work for them. Listen, it's Psalm 83. That's what a lot of you, some of you guys don't realize. It's Israel, and then there's everybody else. Everybody else is of that Psalm 83. They either put it right on Front Street and show you, or they're hiding it like Umar and only reveals it every once in a while. And you probably won't watch that interview where he says all that crazy shit. But that's how he is. Snowflake Heathens is cutting his check, and he sounds like an agent. Crazy fool talk. A lot of rappers are double agents. JD Israel. He's been talking about building a school for over 10. He's a demon. And he didn't go to jail. Me and you do that. We'd be in jail. We'd be under the jail. He works for these niggas. Where did all the money go for the building school? Yeah, in his pocket and in strip clubs. And it finally came a huge eye-opener. U.S. government provides reparations to Japanese Americans, 20,000. Edward Thomas, let's go. Blessing to you. Thank you very much. Charles Edward, blessing and thanks for the awareness about the enemies within the royal family. Just got off the phone a couple hours ago with my pastor from youth. It's a blessing to be among you guys. It's a blessing to be among you, Charles Edward. This is a new Yes from Israel, Hebron Island 2. Look forward to a teaching video, not a video on fools, dullards, special agents like Umar Johnson. And believe me, there's a lot of these Uncle Ruckuses in the world. A lot of them. They just don't say nothing, but they hate us too. All skin folk is not kinfolk. This is New Year's from Israel, Hebron Island 2. Until next time. Hopefully I'll have a video Friday, Saturday, or Sunday.